Hello, and welcome to Dr. Chatter's Stupid Things That Humans Say. I'm your host, the often incredible Dr. Chatter. Tonight's episode discusses one of the world's most revered sayings: there are no atheists in a foxhole. Please take a moment to ponder this phrase. Okay, now really think about it. If atheists have no faith, then it makes perfect sense for them to be in a foxhole, whereas a man of faith in a foxhole really should be more surprising. The sentence itself seems to be theist apologeticism to explain why they too are in the foxhole. It does not address their own lack of faith but rather tries to say that the atheist finds religion when their life is threatened. Either way, it is a saying that is meant as a joke, which seems more like a mocking of people with no belief. It's hard to classify as prejudice, but since most theists are confused as to the mutterings of atheists in these situations, I will clarify. Speaking from personal experience in disasters or in times of distress such as the moment before surgery or when death occurs in the family, I do not pray, I merely am just talking to myself. Half of the time it's speech not even related to the event but rather something I have been thinking of for the past few weeks, such as finally getting TiVo, or finally getting a Twitter account. Now I know these may not seem like big decisions to you, but for me, it's more of a time scheduling issue. The other half of the time I'm trying to work out the science behind the processes, especially when survival is on the line. Before surgery I am reading the documentation and reviewing the so-called game plan, and when a loved one dies, I talk about them and what I remember, or, like with George Carlin, I simply say, now they either know or they don't. And I'm still more willing to bet more on the latter of those two possible observations. So I hope now you will think twice before saying there are no atheists in foxholes, before the atheist kicks you out for making fun of his lack of belief. And besides, I have never seen an actual fox in church, which leads me to believe all foxes are atheists. I think it is a fairly safe assumption to say everyone is an atheist when they are in a foxhole. Now, I am sad to say, this video is over. Thank you for your time. This has been Stupid Things That Humans Say. I was your host, Dr. Chatter. Good night, and don't sleep in foxholes. They are filled with fox shit.